Start. Live. Hare Krishna. In live you can, what do you want to tell the title?
Bhagavad Gita live and the stroke number
343.
340.
Hare Krishna. So start the class. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna. Continuing the verse, the last verse of third chapter. Congratulations, we completed the third chapter. Those who attended. Last verse. Evam buddheः param buddhva. Everybody can repeat behind after me. Evam buddheः param buddhva.
Evam buddhe param buddhva.
One thing about pronunciation, you see here, evam buddheः, it is param buddhva. Now, the visarga, the dots after buddheः, that is in between the line. The line is evam buddheः param buddhva samstabhyatmanam atmana, and then purna viram is there. There is line. That shows this is one line. Vakya. Okay? So, when this comes at the end of the line, then we pronounce it pa. Okay? Like buddhe, buddhe. We will say. But if it comes in between, then it mixes with the next words, first letter. Like here it will be evam buddhe pa. It is. So it will be like, it will mix with pa, and actually the volume will come like fa. The next vowel, the next consonant. Fa. So it will be like evam buddhe param buddha, evam buddhe param buddha, like that. It is not evam buddhe param buddha. There is difference. Can you understand? Very sudden. If you can understand, it's okay. If you didn't understand, no problem. If you didn't miss anything, not so important. Today. Evam buddhe param buddha.
Evam buddhe param buddhva.
Samstabhyatmanam atmana.
Samstabhyatmanam atmana.
Jahi shatrum mahabaho.
Jahi shatrum mahabaho.
Kamarupam durasadam.
Kamarupam durasadam.
So here Lord is giving the conclusion. The conclusion of the question which Arjuna asked in the third chapter. Jayasi chet karmanasto mata buddhir janardana tat kim karmani ghore maam niyojayasi Keshava. Hey Keshav, please tell me what I have to do. You are saying duren hi avaram karma in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Buddhi yogat dhananjaya. Get away from the abominable activities. And duren hi avaram karma buddhi yogat dhananjaya. And use your intelligence. Duren hi avaram karma buddhi yogat dhananjaya buddhav sharanam anvichya. Kripanaha phalahetava. Those who are fools, those who are misers, they think about the results. So in the third chapter, that's why Arjuna asked the question. You are saying, give up abominable activities, use your intelligence, and miserly people, They are attached to the results. But you are telling me to do all the three. I am confused. What should I do? Why are you speaking like this? Arjuna has this doubt. That is the third chapter. You are saying, Jayasi Chet Karmana. He said abominable activities. Arjuna is saying fighting, they'll be killed, is abominable. It should not happen. Okay? Dureni Yavaram Karma. Abominable activities. Buddhi Yoga Dhananjaya. Use your intelligence. I am using my intelligence. See, it will create havoc in the future. So better don't have fight. I will calm down. Intelligent people, they know the situation and they make the situation proper. So if I move back, Duryodhana is ruling nicely. What is the problem? I am using my intelligence, and if I fight, it is like I'll do it for the results. I'll get this in future. So that attachment will be there. I'm doing it for the results. That also I want to give. So you are saying these three things and I want to do these three things, but you are telling me to fight. You are telling me, you are telling do these things and then you are saying do the opposite. You fight. And why you are giving me such instructions if you want me to fight? This is the question. Third chapter. Understood? So Lord gives answer. What I am saying, Dureni Yoganam Karma, and that section whole, what I am saying, don't do these abominable activities. What is abominable, what is not abominable, it will be decided when it is linked with the Supreme. You don't decide with your senses what is abominable, what is not abominable. I am trying to teach you, not fighting here is abominable. You understand? Not fighting in this dharma yuddha. This is abominable. Not killing the person who tried to take the clothes off of Draupadi is abominable. Not trying to kill that Karna and Duryodhan who did so many atrocities. They are atatais. Even if you kill them directly, there will be no sin incurred. That is abominable. And Krishna wants to teach that dharmam tu sakshat Bhagavad Gita. This is the definition of dharma. Dharma is in various levels. There is individual dharma. I want to do many things. This is dharma. There is parivarik dharma, family relations. In the house, there are codes we have to follow. Then there is social dharma. Because we are living in the society, we have to follow many things. And then there is nation's dharma, Raj dharma, which we say in Sanskrit. Dharma is in various levels. Then there is Bhagavad dharma. And in Bhagavad dharma, there are various levels. But Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada, and our line is preaching about the topmost religion. The topmost definition of the religion. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhoksaja. That adhoksaja means?
Beyond the senses.
Yes. Who is beyond the senses. This is the definition of the Supreme. There is one definition. He is beyond the senses. Okay? And we are trying to understand him with the senses. So, sometimes we feel that, oh, I'm not able to understand. Obviously, you'll not be able to understand. You have to see with the transcendental knowledge. That's why Chanakya Pandit says in his Chanakya Niti that a Brahmana sees through Shastra. A king sees through his spies. Third was, a cow sees through his nose. And an ordinary man sees through his eyes. Chanakya Pandit says this. So, um, what I was speaking about this? Shastra, transcendental. Just before this, what I was
Dharma. That
Dharma.
Bhagavad
Dharma.
Gita.
Dharma. So, the topmost dharma is Yato Bhaktir Adhoksaj. That Adhoksaj. And to teach his bhakti, that is the topmost dharma. When one does this, then he will attain the purpose of human life, service. Otherwise, he'll get purified. It'll take time. When he'll come, we don't know. This is with the lower dharmas, lower definitions of dharma. Islam and Christianity, they are like outcasts. Outside dharma, but dharma. So in Kali Yuga, such situation is there. What to do? So, so outside dharma, but dharma. So this is the topmost definition which we see, which Lord explains in the third chapter. That fighting for dharma, doing your dharma, engaging your qualities in serving the Lord. This is love. This is love. He can do anything for Lord. If required, he can kill someone. Like Hanuman burned the whole Lanka alone. If required, he can give the whole kingdom. Yudhishthir Maharaj, just he saw Lord left, he gave up the whole kingdom. Required to serve Lord, they'll produce many children. Why? Progeny will come, they will preach the glories of the Lord. Whatever is required, do the needful. This definition, understand this. Do the needful. This definition Lord is teaching. What is required and what is our dharma? Do that for the pleasure of Krishna. Then it is good. That is what I am trying to teach you. Else everything is abound. Everything is abound. This is what the definition in the second chapter. Arjuna is saying, I am confused. What are you saying? This is material conception. Arjuna is playing the role of a conditioned soul. So he's saying, I am not able to understand. Now Lord explained in the third chapter, you see, that he says that karma, you can't remove karma from the picture. And then he explains about the karma and how demigods are there. And you pay to demigods, they will give you things, and then you will prosper and you will be happy. Then you will prosper and you will be happy. And you don't give to them, everything will reduce. Resources will reduce, everything will finish. They will not give you. The rain is not dependent on us, then it was discussed. Anadnati Bhutani, this comes. For a liberated soul, not required to do any work, the Lord says. But to show example to the people, even if you are liberated, you should do work. Work should never be left. It has to be done. Because that gives purification to the person. That gives purification to the person. And then, that's why work should be done. And every person is doing work according to his gunas. And what you will do if you come out of your gunas? That's why surrender things unto me. Ye me matam idam nityam. Matam, he says, idam nityam. My things, what I am saying, if you do that, then you will come out of these modes of nature. So this is the process to do your duties. Okay? This Lord explains. Then Arjuna again asks question. If it is like this, then why a person is engaged in sinful activities? Why a person is being engaged in sinful activities? He is acting according to guna and he has to do this and he has to do his duty. Okay, This is there, correct. I am also understanding this. Then why I am doing sinful activity? What is that force which is forcing me to do this? Even if I don't know, even if I don't want to do it, why I am doing it? Question comes in your mind sometimes. When you learn something, I know this is wrong, but nobody is seeing now. I know it is wrong, but screen is there, phone is there in the mobile. See something and delete it. History deleted. Clean. I am clean now. Nothing is there, bro. You will delete the history here. Chitraketu Maharaj. Their history is recorded. That will not be deleted. And whatever blog, whatever .com, whatever websites has opened, whatever you learned from them, whatever you are acting, because what we learn, we do, whatever you are acting, everything is being recorded. You can't delete it. Not possible for you. So how is it possible, bro? I deleted it. Common sense. Even if you delete, the intelligence department, if they have to know what you are saying in a mobile, immediately they'll contact WhatsApp or Google and they will tell everything, what he saw, what time, what he opened, which website he opened, everything. They have the data. So like that, Chitraketu Maharaj's team is there. They are seeing the karma department, what the person is doing each second. That department is taken care by them. Google department. They know everything what you are doing in the phone. Like that. In this life, what we are doing, they are seeing. So, Arjun is saying, says this question. Why a person is impaired? Then Lord explains it is lust. And how this lust comes? By the interaction from modes of passion. So, there I explained that if you start associating with modes of goodness, we start associating with modes of goodness. Like we know desires are coming from inside. But by hearing, we understand that no, don't do this. He told not to. He knows I should follow him. This is what we should understand. He is practicing, he knows, he is teaching. If I follow, surely I'll progress. Because he has progressed. So, how we can see? How you can say? Because he is progressing. How I can see? You can see here live. Sitting here. 5 feet 10 inches. Live you are seeing. He is following, he is progressing. You also follow, you progress. So it's very clear. So, how take association of modes of goodness? So you take association of mode of goodness things. Goodness will increase, lust will decrease, you will learn what is dharma, adharma, everything will become crystal clear. In Sattva things start becoming clear, ignorance is there, but if held, he can come up. It is in that situation, that Sattva the layer of Sattva is like that. It's easy to take him out from there. He can be explained little. Rajoguna is gone case. Tamoguna is also gonest. No word like that. So that Lord explained. Okay? And what is the internal? What is the mechanism of the body? Lord said. The senses are there in front. Inside the senses?
Mind.
Inside? Inside? So. Now you can't see these things. Krishna is saying. These are the things. I have made everything. I am telling. But I can't see. Why should I believe? Childishness. It's childish behavior. And then Krishna concludes. So that is today's verse. I just revise so that after my long time we are continuing class. So then Lord says this. You see, this is the conclusion. Evam buddhe. Thus means
Conclusion.
therefore. do this. Like, Lord will stop speaking here. Like if Arjun doesn't ask more questions. Bhagavad Gita finishes. But Lord concludes, Arjun again asks the question. Then again Lord starts giving answer. Sometimes you'll feel, I read once, when I read Bhagavad Gita first time, a similar thing is given everywhere. I felt like that. But it is one point which Krishna is trying to explain. Now I will say, why discussion is like that? Similar points are told. Everywhere the same point is being projected. Sense gratification, Lord, some surrender to Him. We can understand it, like we discuss. I am trying to explain you the same thing. You see, God is there. And then we go out and do our life, go around, roam around, and then again doubt comes. Is He there from God? How we can understand? Again same doubt. Again with different angle we try to explain. Then, yes, it's correct. Then again he goes out after 1 hour. Again, do we get to follow this? Happens? Or with sense gratification? It happens? Yes, so what you are saying is correct. From tomorrow I will do this. And then again we do this. And again we hear, yes, this should be correct. And then again we hear, again do this. So same doubt, and if it is not clear, the similar questions will be asked again and again. And it will be clear. And if there are different questions, if you see in detail, but initially when we read, we see that similar things is given. Yes, there is some central point, and that is that Param Dharma, surrender to Krishna. This is the topmost Dharma. That is there everywhere. And that was the point which was hitting me when I was reading Bhagavad Gita. It's just everywhere it is the same thing, surrender to Lord. That thing is being explained. Because that was not being clear to me now. Why to surrender? That question was not becoming clear. So that question was not becoming clear to Arjuna. That point which Lord is trying to explain, what is abominable, what is not abominable, it is not becoming clear. So Arjuna is again and again asking various questions from various angles. And again Lord is explaining, it's me. Connect things to me. And then at last Lord concludes, surrender unto me. Leave all this dharma, sarva dharman parityajya, all this dharma, this, that you are talking is. Leave everything. It's me. So that question. So here, that's why Lord concludes that thus knowing oneself to be the transcendent to the material senses, mind and intelligence. O mighty armed Arjuna, one should steady the mind by deliberate spiritual intelligence, Krishna consciousness, and thus by spiritual strength conquer this insatiable enemy known as lust. Now there are many mind control sessions, how to control lust, all these sessions are going on. Here you see what is said, by spiritual strength, because the jiva is a spirit, he is not dead matter, he is spirit, okay, and he needs strength, then he can control. I want to control you, I'll hold your hand and pull you here and there. This is one level of control. Another level of control is, pen is mightier than sword. Pen is mightier than sword. Correct? So, control is through mind. I'll not hold your hand or do, but I'll brainwash you or put something in your brain. And you are thinking like that. You are working like that. Another kind of control. Like today, the modern civilization they are doing. What they are doing? They have divided the people. Capitalism, it works like that. You have to divide the people. Make them believe that money is the thing. Without money, you can't live. You can't survive. This put in their brain and divide the community. They cannot get together. They cannot revolt against us. They cannot create any revolution against us. And in that way, it will be a peaceful situation. Now we will think it's peaceful. But they are making people eunuch. They can't do anything. Even if they desire, they have to keep quiet. It is like that. This is divided. This is divided. And then, uh, and who will be benefited from that? The people who are sitting down. This is another kind of control. Understand? Force that. Now, to control this thing, lust, the main sitting places, that is mind. And now to hit there, we need mental strength. Physical strength will not help. And how it will come? By intelligence. Here you will see. It's like by deliberate intelligence, by Krishna conscious intelligence. That intelligence is sharp. Then we will get that strength to curb this mind. Else it is not possible. This third chapter of Bhagavad Gita is conclusive directive to Krishna consciousness. By knowing oneself as the eternal servitor of Supreme Personality of God, without considering impersonal voidness and the ultimate end. In material existence of life, one is certainly influenced by propensities of lust, desire for dominating the resources of the material nature, desires for overloading and for sense gratification is the greatest enemy of the conditioned soul. But by the strength of Krishna consciousness, one can control the material senses, mind and intelligence. One may not give up work and prescribed duties all of a sudden. But by gradual developing Krishna consciousness, one can be situated in a transcendental position without being influenced by the material senses and mind. This is what Krishna is trying to teach in the whole Gita. Come to the transcendental platform. Get out of these modes of material nature. And that is only possible if one serves Krishna. Otherwise it is not possible that he will come out of the transcendental nature. Because the fish is caught in the net. And the person, the fish wants that I will come out of the net. It is not possible for him. The fisherman, if he wishes, he will see, oh, she is suffering and trying a lot to come out. And he feels little mercy for the fish. This fish, I will throw. And he takes the fish and throws out in the water. Then the fish will be relieved. Otherwise, however the fish tries, can she come out of the net? Not possible. Similarly, this material ignorance is there in the material world. How much ever you try, you can't come out. There, we need help. And he is Krishna. So when we surrender to him and he sees, he's trying since a long time, I should help him now. That's it. Then you will go into the ocean and enjoy again. Otherwise it is not possible. That's why one who is serving Krishna and understanding Krishna, he can only come to that. That is transcendental plane. That is transcendental. Senses and mind, by steady intelligence, directed towards one's senses, one's pure identity. This is the sum total of this chapter. In the immature stage of material existence, philosophical speculations and artificial attempts to control the senses by the so-called practice of yogic postures can never help a man towards a spiritual life. He must be trained in Krishna consciousness by higher intelligence. So one has to understand that there is a person behind and he is Krishna and he is controlling that Vishnu and we have to surrender to him. History is showing this, everything is showing this. If it's not like that, why there is so huge temples in such huge mountains? Simhachalam, Balaji, Tirupati, Padmanabh Swami, Vrindavan, Padrika Ashram, Dwaraka, Jagannath Puri. Such huge temples all around it for Lord Vishnu. Why? Forefathers were mad, brainwashed. According to the people, they say ISKCON is brainwashing. What they are trying to say? That this Shastra and scriptures and our forefathers, they were brainwashed. Our whole previous generations, they were brainwashed. That's why they took stones, made temples, everything. They were all brainwashed. Fools. So they made temples like this to establish Krishna is God. Vishnu is in control. He's control. So we understand him, he will help. Don't understand him, nothing will help. Keep enjoy. Enjoy. He will not enjoy. So here Lord concludes his statements. Thus, what you have to do?
Control your mind by intelligence.
Control mind by
Intelligence.
intelligence. This was the conclusion. To the question,
Why one performs sinful activity?
why one performs sinful activity? In between, Arjuna asked this question. So, Lord answered this. Now, Lord will again continue speaking. His question, the question which we asked, it is not clear. More, he wants to clarify that question. This knowledge I am giving you. Now, Lord starts speaking. This knowledge which I am giving you is not that I am giving you first time. I have given it many long back, like that. And how we should gain this knowledge, that Lord starts speaking. Lord gave knowledge and now he starts speaking. How we should gain this knowledge and what is knowledge. And then again Arjuna asks question in the 5th chapter. That is the 5th chapter where it starts. And Arjuna asks again the same question what he asked in the 3rd chapter. In the 5th chapter. Like that. Okay. So we'll conclude here. Hare Krishna. Any questions? No questions?
So the question is different from what we understood today.
Online, any questions from the class today? Online, anybody has any questions?
No problem.
Okay, yes.
Today there are 9 of
Those who want to leave or want to go there.
there are 9 avatars of Lord, and this is like the fullest form of Lord. So why did Lord came like this? Why did he came at once? He came like fully as Krishna. So why it's Masya first? And why is it increasing order of fullness? Why is it not fully at once?
Why we are suffering in this material world?
Due to lust and desire. Because we don't know our position. We don't know that we are connected with God, and we don't know the purpose. But if you know the purpose, then you will serve God and you won't be suffering.
Lord told you don't understand. Why we are suffering? This question is there. And to a layman you have to explain. What do you say?
Because you're thinking we are this body.
So can you prove that you are not this body?
Yes, I'll tell him the difference between a dead body and a living one. What's the difference?
So how we understand that a person understands this knowledge? So we will explain that a person is dead and he is alive. There is a difference. Why there is a difference? Because of this knowledge. But how you will, I will understand that okay, you are speaking that knowledge. But how will I understand that yes, you know it?
And you will start living with that, and your actions will tell that you're not attached to this body.
So life symptoms should be visible. Everything has got symptoms. So if you are in knowledge of that, and symptoms are also visible, then it will be visible, he understands. Then if he is speaking, that makes sense. Correct? So, now what happens with us is, many a times we theoretically understand this point, that we are not the body, we are soul, but our actions are not in relation to that. Like we don't get up early in the Mangalarti every day. We don't sit and chant sincerely. Because as the person understands, I am not his body, I am soul, these things will be there. If it is not there, it means he didn't understand. Because he'll be afraid to live. I'm not his body, I am soul, I am changing, and I'll become dog if I do all these things. My God, what should I do? He'll be afraid to do wrong things. But still, we do such kind of activities and we are engaged in such things. So, since we don't follow such things for a long time, such questions, why Lord did like this, why Lord was like this, even answered, we will not understand. Understand? Because that is related with Lord's Leela, Lord's pastime. And to understand Lord's pastime, Lord's Leela, when we are following very nicely for a long time, like very close to understand. Because this question is again such question comes. That why Lord is like that? It's very common sense to understand. You are a person, Lord is a person, you have desires, Lord has transcendental desires, and He likes many things, you like many things. Like what He wants to do, in which way we want. When He incarnates, then the requirement, according to the requirement He comes. You have software, you want to make designing. You use designing software. I say, don't use designing software. Use this internet banking software and make designs. You say, Prabhu, this is my department. Please, do your work. From internet banking software, how I'll make designing? Is it possible? Not possible. So you have to make design, you have to use designing software. So when Lord has to come as king, He comes as Lord Ramchandra. When Lord has to kill Hiranyakashipu, then He has to come as half hen, half lion, half man. Half lion, half. So Lord has to save the people when He comes in Matsya Avatar. He has to save the Vedas, take out everything, He comes as Hayagriva. So it's not that only 9 or 10 incarnations are there. Lord comes in uncountable incarnations. They are prominent for us. Know them at least. It's like that. So why Lord comes? Dharma. 4th chapter, many times you have heard. Yada yada hi dharmas glanir bhavati. Whenever there is adharma is prominent, Lord will come to subdue that. Why different forms? Which kind of qualities are required at that time to remove that adharma? In that form, Lord will come. Correct? And for the pleasure of the devotees, Lord come. Okay? And then and many other things will be there. Why Lord does like this? Why Lord is having peacock feather here? Why not other feathers? Now the Mayavadis, they will start speculating. You see peacock, once I heard. They don't have any sexual contact where it's pure. It's Krishna is like that. That's why he uses peacock feather. Something nonsense. Nowhere in the Shastra. Just they'll think like that. It's called speculation. Krishna likes this. Vaishnavas, the answer, Lord likes it. And He uses it. And He's enjoying it. He's a supreme enjoyer. So He's enjoying. How you enjoy? You have your likings, dislikings. Spiritual world is like that. Here there is varieties, 100 varieties of food items, and there are unlimited. And Krishna does something, so he likes that. He is doing that. Now, this answer is very clear to me. I can't understand whether you are becoming clear.
Through its understanding.
Okay. Hare Krishna. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, भगवद गीता की जय।